All right, it's Wellhater again. We are working on the CCNA course number 2 for the CCNA certification. We're on chapter 2, so that is Packet Tracer 2244. What we're going to be doing is the same thing we did for 2.3 or 2.3.2.3, and except we're going to be using IPv6 addresses instead of IPv4 addresses. It's the same network, exact same. Everything's the same. Don't freak out except for the IPv6 addresses, and they're way easier, so don't worry about it. Okay. IPv6. Looking at the total, looking at the topology diagram, how many networks are there total? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, just like last time. How many networks are directly connected to R1? Well, there's 1, 2. How about R2? There's 1, 2, 3 directly connected to R2. And how about R3? We've got 1, 2 networks directly connected to R and 3. How many static routes are required by each router to reach networks that are not directly connected? Same as last time. There's going to be 3 for R1. For R1, he doesn't know about this network, or this network. R2 doesn't know about these stub networks down here because they're not directly connected. And R3 doesn't know about R2's LAN, it doesn't know about R1's LAN, and it doesn't know about the wide area network connection between R1 and R2. Now, why is it? How come they don't know about these things? Well, remember, routers break up networks. What command is used to configure IPv6 static routes? Well, you're about to see what that looks like in action, so we're not going to answer that right now. Okay, before configuring static routes, we must configure the router to forward IPv6 addresses. No joke, huh? Under normal circumstances, the default is to not route IPv6 addresses. So you got to tell the router to do that using the IPv6. I'm sorry, we got to be in config T, the global config mode. So you're going to say IPv6 unicast. We're going to hit the tab key, unicast routing, enter. And yeah, we're going to have to do that for every doggone one of these things. There's R2. And we're going to do R3. Same as all of them. Okay, now they're ready to go. R1. So going back to R1. Which command accomplishes that? You just saw. Enter the command on each router. Just did. Configure on, and one of these days I'm going to learn how to read, and my whole world is going to open, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. Configure an IPv6 recursive, now that's the catch, recursive static route to every network not directly connected to R1. So we're on R1, we're on the global config. Let's get her done. IPv6, not IP routes, IPv6 routes. So we're going to configure IPv6 addresses. What are we doing? We have to figure out the recursive address for this one. Well, after this one, and that one. But let's start with the top. Let's work our way down. That's how I like to do it. On IPv6 addresses, when you're punching them in, they do not have to be, you don't have to use uppercase letters, even though that's what they use. Lowercase works just fine for now. So that is the network we're trying to get to, /64. It's so nice to be able to use slash notation instead of the dotted decimal. But here's a little secret. IPv6 doesn't use dotted decimal. Now you know. Okay. What are we doing? So for a recursive static route, we have to use the next hop router interface. So if we're on R1, we're going to be going to that interface on R2 to get to this network. So what is the address there? DB8. We're using the network address A001. And let's see, this is a 000 what does our addressing table say? So for the 000, it is a :2. :2. We don't need to put in the slash notation 64. Press enter, and we get 10 points. Yay! What is the next network we don't know about from R1? That's that guy right there. So we're going to back over to the network portion over here. 2001, yep, that matches. DB8, that matches too. 1, yep. 2, we have an A0002 on the network portion. And do we use the same slash notation? Yes, we do. What about the the next hop router? If we're on R1 and we have to get to this network, R2 is going to be our next hop interface right there, which is the same. So we're just going to press enter. And we're going to get another 10 points, hopefully. Ooh, it's always nerve-wracking. Okay, let's get next router after that. Or the next network. So 2001 matches, DB8 matches, 1 matches, and not the A002. That's a 3. That's the network. What exit interface, or I'm sorry, what network interface? Next hop router. Oh my goodness, I'm fairly failing at this. What's the next hop router we're trying to get to? R2 again. You got it. So 30 points without even breaking a sweat. Awesome. Let's get out of this one. Figure out what we're going to do next. So we did R1. What do we do for R2? Configure I directly attach static routes from R2 to R1's LAN. Okay, let's do it. R2. So this is R2 now. Global config. We're going to do a directly attached route. So IPv6 route. That is, let's see. We want to go to what did it say? R1. Man, I'm losing my mind or something. DB8 :/64. What is the directly attached static route? That means what exit interface are we going to be shooting out? What's the exit interface we're going to be shooting out here? The S000. Enter. Okay, configure a fully specific route. That means exit interface and the next hop router. So hit our up arrow for R3. So what network are we trying to get to? We're trying to get to this one down here because that's the only other one that R2 doesn't know about. 2001 DB8 3. 3. That's the network we're trying to hit. /64. What exit interface? Not the 000. 1. And what is the next hop router we're trying to get to? Right down here. If R2 wants to get to this network, it's got to go through R3 to get there. So that's the interface it's going to shoot at right there. So let's configure that. 2001 DB8 A002 :/, and then what is the address of that one? It's the S001 for R3, and that's a 2. That is a 2. Enter. Awesome. We got it. Okay, what is left? What is left here? What command is used in Packet Tracer to verify the IPv6 configuration of a PC from the command prompt? Well, that's pretty easy. Let's pull up a host, huh? That would be IPv6 config /all. That tells you the IP address of everything there. Which command displays the IPv6 addressing configured on a router's interface? Wow. I really want to trip you up today, don't you? So since we're in global config mode, we have to press do show. It's a show command, IP